Hi, I'm Trish. My channel's Crafting Whimsy, and I'm here today for dun 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 dun. I better find it. Oh, I don't have that page. It's Junk Journal Madness, JJM. Here, let's find it. Let me find it. I'm so sorry. I should have had it out here. Yes, I should have. This is Junk Journal Madness. Our host is Susan, and I truly love it. But our co-host is Teresa at Teresa Conway dash Hayes. And this is my journal. And I thought I wasn't going to like it and I wasn't going to make very much. And I made a mini journal, but of course it's a gator mouth. And I tried really hard not to make it that way. I've got a paper doll that I stamped. I got some sari silk. I got a little tag and a little extra. I needed to put string on there and I didn't. I can do that. But there it is. So here it is. We did vintage cooking. So I guess I should do this. Where's my little pink thing? I just had it and I put it back. At least I thought I did. I have a pink, darn it. There it is. It's just hiding. We did vintage cooking. I don't know if Faith is on here. But we did vintage cooking with Faith. And I was excited about that. I found a cookbook that was from a church at the my store, my thrift store. So I bought it and I made my signatures out of that cookbook. So I used baker's twine, I used ribbon, I used fabric, a paper doily, coffee or a tea bag, a ticket, a tab, a button, index card, library card, recipe card, graph paper, vellum, recipe page, magazine ephemera, file folder, scrapbook paper, book page, repair tag. Did I use a repair tag? I don't know. Stamped image, paper doll, stenciled item, recycled item, glassine item, items from punches, numbers, store-bought tag. And well, those are the things I included. The things that I made were tag, mini tag, jumbo tag, a repair tag, cluster, ticket, interactive item, pocket, not rectangle, pocket, rectangle, pocket page, multi-page pocket, multi-pocket item, side tuck, up tuck, page edge, journal card, gusseted item, belly band, horizontal belly band, vertical, belly band with a hidden journal spot, tip in, flip out. And I could have kept on going. Listen, I worked on this journal and worked on it, and I really am excited about this. And I want you to meet Faith. So, here's my vintage cooking. Ugh, too tight. Okay, here's Faith. You can see her. She's adorning the front. She loves to cook, and she loves to go to church potlucks. So here she is. And I am channeling my inner Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio, who always has a story, like Belle at Bellaboo Creation. So now I am going to have a story, at least for this one. I thought about Faith every time. Actually, the funny thing is, when I was a kid, my best friend in second grade, we went to catechism together. Her name was Faith. She had a sister Charity and a sister Hope. I just wanted to be part of their family. So I was very excited when I figured out that this could be a fun journal. I found a vintage apron at the thrift market. So I bought it. And I have some die cuts that I cut out of silver. And I cut out some greens because green's my favorite. And there's Faith in her red. And here is the first little belly band. It has a little coffee ad that I glued on out of my cookbook. Then here's this. And I didn't cover everything up because Faith said happiness is homemade with lots of love and butter. And she wanted to know where there is love, so I left that poem. I might have cut the, that lady, the author. But there's a little poem. Where there is love, the heart is light. Where there is love, the day is bright. Where there is love, there is a song to help when then are going wrong. Where there is love, there is a smile to make all things seem more worthwhile. Oh, blessed are they who walk in love. They also walk with God above. Isn't that cute? And I just left that to pull out. So it's cute, but it's got to pull out so you can read the poem. And then here we go. Here's some old ads from my magazine. And here's a parchment. There's my tea bag. And I made a tea, and I used the tea thing. Find your unity in your service to all. Here is a vintage recipe card. Purchased, you know where, at the flea market. Or, you know, my vintage store. And this is also got a tab, and that says tender leaf tea, and it's got the teacups, and it's a little writing spot. Yeah, I thought that was cute. And then here's another pocket with another file folder. And then a vintage recipe card just for fun. And there's a picture of Faith because she's looking out for recipes. And she's all smart, ready to go shopping. And then here's a little, it looks like a napkin kind of. And it's, oh my God, I had to keep it. It's about Quaker Oats and making meatballs. And there's a recipe, and I put it in there. And I just had to, and I put it on the angel biscuits so you could see them. And then here's a belly band, and it has a secret spot. Watch this. Ah ha ha, there's the belly band. It has a secret. It's got a secret writing spot. And here's a library card that I had fun making. And then here's just a exterminator page, because I'm sure they had bugs back then. Here is a fun pocket that I made with Pam at Silver and Sparkles. Let me see. And there's a ticket up here, if I can get it out. And I left them blank so they could be written on both sides. Well, it's a little tag. Yeah, there's a little tag up there, and there's a little tag down here. Of course, I didn't expect this journal to be this fat, and I swear, I don't know how to make a little journal or a flat journal. And I'm guessing it's a 2-inch spine. You would think that that would be enough, but no. And then there's another pocket, so that's a multi-pocket item. And then I stenciled. Oh, I didn't write that. I stenciled on there with my texture paste. Here's the pocket. Look at my mom's recipe for stroganoff. I glued it because it's so I cut it out of the recipe book. I made my own copy. Here's my grandma's recipe. And see, I made it so they would be journaling cards as opposed to old. But this one is for beef noodle soup. She shared that with me. My grandma didn't share all of her recipes with everybody. And then here's a recipe from my mom's friend Sharon for dill dip, my favorite. So I'm going to keep this journal because, you know, I think about opening a coffee shop. And then my friend Mary made this for me. It's the scripture cake, and it gives you all the Judges and Samuel and Kings and Leviticus and Amos and Chronicles and Judges and Samuel and Nahum and Numbers and Isaiah. And it also talks about scripture cake, another one, and then a sour cream cake. And she gave me that copy, so I just cut it and put it in there because you can journal on it. So I thought that was fun. Here's a belly band with the old, what is this called? It's like a list of all the things that they paid for. Bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love around us. I have that in my kitchen. It's so funny. And I just used some old, what do you call those ads, cut out of my magazine. A spot with gesso. This is a fun pocket. Oh, I have a pocket with a window, and I have a little journaling card, and I didn't want to cut it off. The precious fruit spot forth by the sun, Deuteronomy. So I folded it and stuck it in there. And look at this. There's some more stuff in here. There's some bingo cards you can write on in the secret pocket back here that you can't even see. Listen, I had so much fun doing this journal. And, you know, I was amazed I didn't wake my husband up, not one time. Because, yeah, I woke up a lot in the night. I don't know what it is. When I travel, I went on a trip to Florida, and I just don't sleep well when I come home. So there's Faith again, looking out, going to the picnic. This was fun. It's a new kind of belly band. I saw somebody make a pocket that they tied, like an envelope pocket. I think it was Jovi and from Creating with Jovi, and it was also, what's her name? Angela. No. Oh, my heavens. It's Lewis, Cindy A. Lewis. And so I did it, but I made it into a belly band. So I thought that was cool. Here's a green ad with a cute girl pocket, and here's just a little flippy. Here's another page with the savory dish of herb ox. Herb ox, never heard of it. And a journal page, and look at this. Here's one of my junk. Come on, don't do it. Journal sketches. There it is. It's really fat paper. And there's Faith again, of course, looking out. She's got all of her tools. And here's another one, because that's my paper doily folded over. And I used the Anacin. Who remembers Anacin? Isn't that hysterical? It relieves headache, neuralgia, neuritis, pain. Here's why. It's a doctor's prescription. And then there's some little things that came out of the magazine ads. One says, help crippled children support the 1952 Easter Seal campaign. March is the month of the Red Cross Fund campaign. So, cool. And there's some, vellum parchment paper, a journaling spot with another belly band. And then here's some pockets that are gusseted. And these are actually cards from a, what do you call that? Shoot. They're from a, oh, that one fell off. A card thing. Here it is. It's right there. This one says believe and this one says faith. How could I not use that one? And so I put those on there with these pins. How fun. Yeah, and I stenciled the green. And then I left the veggie bars. I probably should have put something. And then there's that. And look at the meatloaf. Gross. I hate meatloaf. And I don't know if those are tomatoes or peppers with peas. No, thanks. No, I'm not eating that. More journaling space. No, I'm still not eating it. Oh, it's so gross. And here is a little tuck. And I didn't put anything in there because I just didn't have time. And here's some writing space. And this, I wanted to not cover it up. Snappy Turtle cookies and recipe for a bored toddler. A pail of water, drops of food coloring, and a large paintbrush. Take them outside on the sidewalk. How fun would that be? We do sidewalk chalk now. You can make old lampshades new. It has all the directions. How funny. And then here's this. I was cracking up. Barbecued rabbit, fried squirrel. How can I cover that up? Faith made those back in the day. Those were her favorites for her family when they came over. Here's some glassine. And here is stenciled, and it's a whole page. And here is some recipes. White chocolate bird nests. How yummy. Happiness is homemade. Made with love. And here's cobbler, my mother's recipe. And these just came out of the cookbook. The good old cookbook. And this should probably really be in here. Yeah, we'll put that in there. So there you go. How fun is that? More stenciling, more journaling space with graph paper. Another journaling spot. Some trim. How cute is this little patchwork card for journaling? Oh, more journal spots. Oh, I forgot. I guess I must have put that right away. I lost it. This is that mosaic paper, patchwork Pam, and she just makes them so fun. And then here's this. It's a journaling card with a new apron, because everybody loves a new apron. So there's that. And then here's this envelope flip, and inside is a card, and it's just for you to write on, to do whatever you want with it. And it says, surprise meatloaf, gross. That's that meatloaf stuff I don't love. Here's just a tag I put in here. It's from Hobby Lobby. They didn't have that, so I've turned it over. Cream puff dessert. My mom made the best. And this is with, these are, I don't know where it says about but yeah, I would like to eat that. And Faith doesn't cover it up because she wants to eat it too. And then there's barbecued oven fried chicken. And so she likes chicken, so she left that. And here's a little flip out, a little fun wrinkly page. And there's a chicken casserole, because chicken's her favorite. And then here's that envelope pocket I was talking about where I took those two pieces. And it says, what's cooking? And that was one of my junk journal sketches. And it's almost too big for this journal. And then here, look at this. 1968. And I just put it in here because 7484. This is a piece of paper from Red Lobster. And I asked them, my friends are dying. And I said, oh, would you mind? And they said, of course not. Because I wanted to save mine. Uh-oh, how did I have this? Oh, thirds. They went and got me a brand new one out of the kitchen. So I've been saving it, and I thought this is the perfect spot when I can have 1968 hanging out. So I put it in this little back pocket because I glued this on like a pocket. So there you go. So now you know I got secrets. And there's more journaling. Oh, and here's that one. This is a book page. It's not really a book page. It's one little piece of 8 by 6, 6 by 8 scrapbook paper, and you fold it, and you can get a pocket by gluing it. You can get a pocket in the back. You can get another pocket, and then you can get the first pocket. And remember, I wrote faith over fear, so your fear is greater than your faith. Don't forget. There's that. And here's another one of those. I must have got real excited about making how to do those. Banana Delight, my husband's favorite. I hate bananas, but I kept that because, you know, I should make them for him. And here's an heirloom. Make your family an heirloom quilt with Mountain Mist. The perfect quilting something. Sold in dry goods and department stores, Stearns and Foster, Cincinnati, Ohio. All you need is love and a good meal, and it's a flip out. And there's chili soup, which I think is chili. Take time for 10 things, and I kept this. It's right out of the cookbook. You can see the back. I just put a coffee dyed paper. Take time to work. It's the price of success. Take time to think. It's the source of power. Take time to play. It's the secret of youth. Take time to read. It is the foundation of knowledge. Take time to worship. It is the highway or reverence and washes the dust of the earth from our eyes. Take time to help and enjoy friends. It's the source of happiness. Take time to love. It is the one sacrament of life. Take time to dream. It hitches the soul to the stars. Take time to laugh. It is singing that helps with life's load. Take time to plan. It is the secret of being able to have time to take time for the first 9 things. And I thought, oh, that's beautiful. And I put it right in here. And then it said, this one is, it's from Jesus. Then Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven and giveth life unto the world. So I thought that was very appropriate because that's love. Oh, and look here's Reynolds Wrap. Oh, my heavens, Reynolds Wrap is made here where I live in Louisville. And it even says Louisville, Kentucky. I was so excited. And I got the Parkay because, God forbid, that must have been new in the 50s. Parkay. I remember my mom buying Parkay. No one should eat that plastic. And then here's just a D. And I wish I had an F, but I couldn't find it. It's an old flashcard from school. And I put it in here because D is for dessert. And look at this, a Kentucky hot brown. So Faith obviously is from Kentucky because she's got Reynolds Wrap and she's got a Kentucky hot brown. So now you know where Faith lives, in Kentucky, where I live. And then the best homemade is so easy with Aunt Jemima. I can't believe Aunt Jemima made cake mix. And then it says recipe by the dozen, the Women's Day. And I just cut these out and put coffee dyed paper on them or whatever that paper is. And here's a King Enter. I remember my mom had one of those. And I put strips. And look at this. Chocolate cake is the fairest in the state. And isn't that fun? That's a huge chocolate cake she put in that's her prize-winning cake she won at the fair. How can I not put that in there? And I glued, that stuff on the back. So it could be a flip out. And here, this is the envelope. And here's the tag that goes in it. It says sweet. And I covered it with recipe paper. Here's another recipe that is blank. And there's the little cute gingham with a rickrack. And here's one. Oh my God, this is hysterical. It's about Heinz. And it really goes like this. It's Heinz baby food. And I just needed it in here. So I just put these ads in there with it. And some more. And then there's the coffee. I had to put the coffee. I remember making my mom coffee in a percolator. It was so fun. And my grandma and my mom always used those cups and saucers. How pretty. We should use those again. I'm going to look for one that's big because I like a lot of coffee. And then here's just decoration. Here's some more journaling space. Here's another library card. There's more Reynolds wrap. It was so big I had to use it twice. The Nestle Toll House. Okay, this was one big thing. And okay, this recipe is the original Toll House cookie recipe. It's almost the same as mine. And I'm going to check it against mine, but I didn't because I didn't have time every time I was up here in the middle of the night. But here's Chuck's Choice chocolate chip cookies and tips about cookies. So I left that because we got to know about that. And then here's some more green pea casserole. Gross. So I decorated it. Royal. My mother never uses anything but Royal baking powder, cream and tartar. Never. I don't know. And then there's more Reynolds. I'm telling you, they had a lot of Reynolds. I just stuck this to cover this up because I kept the Reynolds, the hamburger rice casserole. If I'm not mistaken, my mom might have called that. She might have made them into porcupine meatballs. Disgusto. Here's some more cute stuff for cremettes. They still make cremettes macaroni. I love that macaroni and cheese. You can buy it Happy Home recipe. I don't want to cover it up, so I use that other part of that envelope. I put a rice custard pudding. My mom used to love rice pudding. And then she got my son to eat it, and I'm like, I'm never eating that. I still, to this day, have not eaten that. And then I went to Ollie's, and I found this. And it says, all you need is faith. Now I got to get it out. So tough in here. And this is what made my journal so fat. But I could not put it in here. Look at Love Like Christ. And it says prayer, special verses, praises. I had to put that in here. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And so there it is. And I left a little secret. So there's Faith. There she is. And she looks beautiful on that book page. That's a journaling card. You can journal about faith, or you can journal about cooking. Here's some more ads in a pocket and a vellum tag because I thought it was so cute. I just like it. It's just cute. And here's a little secret page pocket that has a little secret. And it's the whole page. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Can't believe it. And then there's some more. Here's Start the Day Right coffee cake with delicious parquet margarine. There it is. And here's a little rooster. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Spam. Oh, no. How many people ate that stuff? It was so disgusting. My mom would say, oh, we're going to have spam. And she would fry it in the pan on both sides. I did not eat it. I'm sorry. Jolly Time popcorn. Now, I did eat that. Faith did not eat spam either. You can bake it for supper, it says. I bet you they had a whole bunch of recipes that I bet you they still sell it. It's like, no. And here is just paper clipped in is my folio. My little Happiness is Homemade folio. It has some tags. There's the front. Then you open it. It has another tag. A little pocket. Then it has a flippy page. Then it has a flip out. There's some writing space. There's another tag. It's just cute. And I probably should put more writing spots, but I didn't. And I did not even use coffee dyed paper. So there's that. And here's the last page. It's a Speed Queen. Oh my God. I helped my grandma use this kind of washer. It's a, what do they call that? It's a roller washer. It was so hard. My grandma had 9 children. 9. And she used this is a wringer washer. That's the name of it. She had this wringer washer in her basement, and then we would carry up all the soaking wet clothes because, you know, our washers today spin really fast and get almost all the water out. Wringer washers did not do that well about getting the water out. So we had to carry those heavy, heavy, heavy things up the basement steps to the outside to the backyard. We hung them on the line. I always helped my grandma. I loved her. But yeah, wow. And so there's 7 reasons why I should buy one. No, my grandma did not have this dryer. But yeah, and so here it is. Here's my thing. It says, host, Susan, I totally love it. Co-host, Teresa Conway Hayes. Theme, Vintage Cooking with Faith, our friend who loves to eat. You include 10 materials. You make 6 items. I did all that. And look at, I even used that vintage sticky paper, you know, covers your contact paper. So there it is. There's my beautiful journal. I'm so happy I finished it. I'm just going to post my video on the last day of August. I was going to wait till the first day of the new, but I'm not. I'm going to post it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked my journal. It's so cute. I really enjoyed myself. I don't know if I'm going to cut these yet. But yeah, I had a good time. And look at it. It's a big whopper. It's a mini whopper. How about if I say that? But I appreciate you. And I hope that you're having a great day. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.